Good morning, children. Welcome back again to the geography period. And I'm going to teach you lesson number 6, the properties of seawater. It's just a revision, a short portion of it. And today we will just see what is the properties of seawater. Now, as you look at this picture, you will see there is equator. Equatorial line is seen over there, and you have seen there is Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, then temperate zone, and then torrid zone. Now you will see they are in different colors. Now the part which is in orange color, or that is the torrid zone, it is the warmer part. Now when we are talking about temperature, you see where is the temperature is high at the torrid zone, and Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, you will see the temperature is low. Now further you will see that the temperature at Tropic of Cancer is 23.59 north, and Tropic of Capricorn it is 23.5 south. Then our Antarctic Circle it is 66 south, Arctic Circle it is 66 north, and the equator is 0 degree centigrade. Now near the equator the temperature is more. Now as we are studying about the temperature, then we will look what is there are few questions, which is the largest water storage of the world. Now where you find that. Now further when we will be studying, we will be going through it. Now as you look at this lesson, you will see that the temperature is the major property of seawater. The temperature is what? The temperature is the major property of seawater. The surface temperature of seawater is not uniform everywhere. It is not uniform. Now at the upper layer you will find the water is not uniform. It is just diverted. This is dependent on different factors. Now what are the different factors that are you will see? First is the latitudinal speaking. The surface temperature of seawater decreases from the equatorial areas towards the pole. Now equatorial areas, it is like from the temperate zone, Tropic of Cancer, to the Tropic of Capricorn. You will see they are equatorial region, and from there the temperature seawater decreases towards the pole. The average temperature in the equatorial area is around 25 degree centigrade, and it is 16 degrees centigrade at mid latitude. Now mid latitude it is like below the temperate zone. Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, there is below it is 0 degree, and while it is 2 degree near the pole. Beside these, cyclones, rainfall, sea, waves, ocean currents, salinity, pollution, convectional current, season, etc. all affect the surface of temperature. Ocean currents. Now why these are shown beside these? Now when you see there are cyclones, rainfall, the temperature falls down. Ocean current, the temperature falls down. There is not such more temperature is seen. So there is a similar effect on temperature at the sea water. Now in the region where there is cold ocean currents flow, the surface temperature of sea water is less, while the region where the warm currents flow, the temperature increases. Now when you look at this graph, you will see there is a line from 0 degree to 20 degree. Now when you look at this graph, you will see there are variations shown in that. Now from 20 degree, so temperature is high, so the torrid zone, the temperature is high. Then you come to 15 degree mid latitude, then it goes on decreasing, and it comes to the 5 degree, and it goes below it the strait. What do you understand? Because as you go deeper and deeper, the temperature of the sea water falls down, and it falls up to certain degree. Now when you look at the other thing, while most of the sun rays radiate back from the surface of the sea. Radiant means they just falls on the seawater, and they reflect and pass away from the surface. From them penetrate into certain depth in the water. What do? At certain level they go into the water, but below it they don't reach. As a result, the intensity of the sun ray decreases with increasing depth. Temperature decreases up to 2000 meters depth. Now temperature decreases. Now it goes below 2000. So below 2000 you won't find any this thing, cold waves or hot waves. It is normal. And then over there it is uniform everywhere. And when it is below that, like it says 4 degrees Celsius wherever from the equatorial region to the polar area. Temperature reduces up to 4 degrees centigrade according to the depth. Therefore, the sea water at the greater depth does not freeze. Now, when you go below it, the water does not freeze. Now, when you the temperature of the sea water changes rapidly with the depth of equatorial areas. Now, when the sea water at the equatorial, because the sun rays doesn't reach over there and the temperature varies. The difference in temperature is lesser in polar area. Polar areas, you know, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, the degree it is 0 degree and it freezes. So the polar region, it does not freeze. It is normal or uniform. The temperature of sea water changes rapidly with the depth of equatorial area. The difference in temperature is lesser in polar area. Now, when we look further, there is also difference in open sea, open seas and unlocked sea. What do you mean by open sea? Now, in India map, you have seen open sea like Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. They are open from the sea side, but one side it is locked by Indian Ocean. And landlocked sea, where you see the Black Sea, the Baltic Sea or the Mediterranean Sea, they are blocked from the seaside. Over there you will find the temperature is high and the water doesn't have so much this thing. As the salinity of the landlocked sea is more, the temperature of the landlocked sea is higher than the open sea. This is true for the low latitudinal area. Now, when we look at this, you will understand that there are many other things that is been given in them. Now, salt is used in food we eat. Now, everybody knows that the salt is used in the food we eat. Salt is also used for making various chemicals and medicines. Salt is used to preserve things for longer period. Salt is used in ice factories and to make it it doesn't dissolve. If you put on ice salt, the ice will never dissolve. So salt is used more in ice factory. We obtain salt from sea pans. The bouncy of the sea water increases. Now, bouncy means the salinity of the sea water increases because of the salinity, and this is useful for water transport. But if the salinity is more, then the variable limits the life in the water gets destroyed. Now, this all for today. Now, next period we will discuss further experiments.